Okay, great. Just so I get an idea of where we're at on this before we start, how many people have already bought ReachMultiply and have tried it out? Give me a Y, a yes. Okay. I got a few people that have bought it and they've tried it out. I'm getting some strange answers, but that's okay, guys. I am going to show you how to use it today, and I started about 3 days ago, and there's been some comments, about Cyril and his products, and people, um, having complaints that he doesn't support it. Guys, I have his Skype phone number. I'm in conversation with him and his developers. So if there's a serious issue and you can't get through to his support, just give me a buzz on Facebook and I will try to get you some solutions. But it is it's an auto posting system and it works great. I'm really excited about it. But that's not really what all this webinar is about. This webinar is really how to monetize your Facebook fan pages. And ReachMultiply is just a tool that you can use to automate some of the processes. So I'm going to get started, but before I get started, I want to know how many people are actually monetizing Facebook fan pages. Give me a guess if you're actually monetizing and making money with fan pages. Somebody doesn't know what a fan page is. Okay, but I'll show you today what a fan page is. Okay. There are a couple little techniques that I'm going to show you that you're going to go, why didn't I think about that? Well, I didn't come up with these techniques. I've studied Facebook marketing for almost 3 years now, and I do Facebook marketing. So I'm going to get started here with the webinar. Just so you know that I know kind of what I'm doing a little bit. It's not a lot of money, but I have a separate Stripe account, not a PayPal account and JVZoo, but I keep a separate Stripe account that I use just for Facebook because I want to make sure that I've isolated everything on Facebook, and these are my minion accounts also. So I have minion Facebook fan pages, I have my own fan pages. But over the last 6 months, just kind of on autopilot, I haven't spent a lot of money at all promoting posts, at least coming to this Stripe account. This Stripe account is just sales from Facebook fan pages that I've had over the last 6 months. I don't do a lot of work to get here. I'm very, very lazy when it comes to Facebook. But I know one thing about Facebook is Facebook is there to entertain and be social. And if you're not doing that, you're not doing a good job on Facebook, and you're not going to make any money. So you got to be interesting, entertaining, controversial. My friend Michael Bose, he's very controversial. I tend to friend a lot of people that are very politically controversial, I guess, on both sides of the cabinet there. But you can be fun, you can be interesting, you can do all this stuff, and you can almost automate it, and it doesn't have to be your content. It can be content that you share, you like, or follow. Michael's in the house too. Awesome. Okay, so this is a trickle-in cash money for me, guys. I've made more than this in a 6-month period, but I was just kind of shocked because I don't pay attention to this account. Money just flows into it because I have my fan pages monetized, and I'm going to show you how. Now, here's how do you monetize Facebook fan pages without spending a ton of money. Here's some bullet points, and you can do image and video posts to a call to action. That's what CTAs are. You can do seeded blog posts to your money site, meaning if you have a lot of content that you got a lot of people looking at on your fan pages, every once in a while drop in a very well written post that you post, a blog post, and you post it into your fan page. Just pure content. But in that post, actually put an opt-in or put a call to action. So once they read the post, there's only one thing they can do, and that's a call to action. So what you really are building is you're building a lead funnel with some really well-written content, and you're giving away a free training video right up front before you even ask them for a opt-in. Now, of course, you're going to ask for the opt-in in the video or in the content, but that right there is one of the ways that I'm making money. And they're not necessarily in a post. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in a second. Picture polls. If you know me, I'm a big Mince app, motion app. I know on the call is I've got 3 or 4 guys that are motion app experts or picture polling experts. In fact, I've seen Anthony's on the call, not Anthony Ayers, but Anthony Tilk. I hope I said your last name right, but he's even schooled me on some really good-looking motion app polls. Picture polls work great. They're fun, they're interesting, and they can go viral on you. Facebook videos with money links embedded in the video. Guys, if you're on this call, you're a video marketer, you should know this. But I've watched some of our VidPenguins post things on Facebook, and they don't have a link in there. They don't have a call to action. Guys, if you're a video marketer, that's rule number 1 is put a lower third in there of what you want them to do at the end of the video. YouTube videos, do the same thing. If you do a YouTube link, it does help with your rankings. Does it pop you up to number 1? Not necessarily, but it does get some eyeballs on your YouTube. Now, when they go into YouTube, if they'll actually click in through YouTube on Facebook and they like, share, or follow, that's link juice, that's deluxe link juice. If you were on a coaching call with VidMinions, that's one of my secret tricks, is I'll go through Facebook to a YouTube video that I posted with my minions. So I'm sitting in Browsio, and hopefully some guys from Browsio are here too, and I will hop in to the YouTube video through Facebook, and I'll do some likes, shares, and follows. Okay? The money button. I'm going to show you what the money button is. Facebook tab pages. I don't know how many people know about this. It's been around forever. It used to be real easy to put them in there. I found some software called Lead Pages that does it automatically for you. Boosted post and dark post ads. Viral share contests and sweepstakes. I've been getting into UpViral and Flow Leads and doing some contests and sweepstakes. This right here can make you some, you have to spend a little bit of money to seed it to get it going. But if you have the right contest, you can pull in a lot of leads off of it. Retargeting and custom audiences. If y'all bought any of the Wilco products, hopefully you got the Connectio suite. And it has the mega retargeting audience and custom audience inside of it. So once you build your retargeting, it builds your custom audiences, but it also has features in there in Wilco's retargeting, Connect Retarget, that will actually measure how long somebody's on a page, how long they watch a video, do they click through to another post. So you can do a lot of things with that Connect Retarget. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to put some ideas in your head. These are just, there's 20 more ideas of how to monetize Facebook fan pages, but I can't go there. This is a webinar. I want to keep it simple, and I want to keep 3 strategies that you can take home and work immediately. So this training is not about every strategy that you need to win the Facebook marketing campaign. Instead, we're going to focus on 3 specific strategies, and these are going to be easy to implement, and you may already have the tools to do this. So let's get started here. Now, the number one is set up your fan page to be a money magnet. Okay, this is the number one strategy, and I want to make sure that everybody, when you're doing a fan page, this is my Racers Workout fan page. I've got, I think, 3,900 fans on it. And I don't sell a lot of this course, but I do get, I'll make $200 to $300 a month selling a Racers Workout course that I did in 2014. Great return on my investment. And, this is the trainer. He looks like Popeye. In fact, I used to call him Popeye. He was my personal trainer, and find out that he actually trains Casey Kane, and he did some of the other racers in sprint car. And so we did a complete training just for race car drivers. Very, very niche specific. But this is the only traffic that I get off of this Facebook fan page. And I'm using auto posting. I just got back into posting stuff into this fan page using ReachMulitply. And I've already made 2 sales. They're only $37 each. Not a lot of money, but it's on autopilot. I haven't done anything to get additional. But here's how I monetize it. 1, make sure the fan page is a person and they're looking back at you, like this picture here. Now, I even violate my own rules sometimes, where I just have an image or something not important in here. Now, that's the profile pic. Number 2 is you want to kind of tell a story with your images on here. Like, you can tell this is about sprint cars, they're in a gym, and he's talking to a race car driver. So I kind of give you hints with pictures in here of how what this fan page is all about. Number 3, liked and following. This is probably the easiest thing to do, is get likes, spend about 10, 20 bucks, and just get likes to the page. Now, you got to have content in it for people to actually start following you, and you do that by sending out just boost the page. That's number 3. You want to encourage people to share the page, both share the page and share the post. So always make your call to action. If you have nothing else to say in your call to action, say, please share this page or please share this post. Number 5, this is kind of the holy grail here, is if you can get somebody to save this page, what happens is every single time you make a post, they see it. When they're just following, they don't see every post you make. They only see randomly, but the ones that get liked and shared the most, they go out, they have a wider audience. So keep that in mind. Save is the best, but if for nothing else, when they like it, they automatically start following. So this is kind of the sequence, is ask them to like the page or do a boost to the page itself. And then ask them to save this page as they really want to be on the cusp of every news post that you make. Okay, now I talked about the money button. Who can tell me on this page which number is the money button? Yep. Guys, the money button is this, number 6. And you can, whenever you're in Facebook on your page, you can determine what it says. There's learn more, shop now, watch video. I've tested. Watch video gets more clicks on the money button than anything else does. So keep this in mind. Watch videos. Send them to a video lead capture page. Okay, number 7 is message. There are some auto messaging tools out there, and I'm not going to recommend any because I haven't experimented with them enough to give you a good recommendation. But if you've got any type of Facebook messaging autopilot system, put it in use. And this is a way to get to know your audience, and you can poll them. And these are private messages, so once they private message you, you can private message them back with questions, and you can make sales that way. Now, I talked about earlier about tabs. Now, the tabs used to be over here, but they rearranged it on a page. This right here is a lead capture page. It has a video and it has a lead opt-in, and it's inside this group here. And I'm using a software called Lead Pages. There are a dozen different lead funnel, lead pages. ClickFunnels does this if you have that. You can even set it up inside of WordPress. It takes a special plugin to do with it. But you create the page inside of WordPress, and then it will post it as a tab page. So if you clicked on Helmet Talks, it stays inside of Facebook, and it has a lead funnel opt-in with a video and some content, just like a regular sales page. But here's the point, guys, is you can promote that tab page, that Helmet Talks, number 8, you can promote it for about 20% of the regular cost of advertising. So keep that in mind. That is a very cheap way to promote. But it's really important to have something in here because people click these buttons. So what we're doing is we're optimizing the page. And then number 9 is videos. Guys, we're video marketers. Every video that you make with a call to action needs to be in your Facebook fan page. Do I do it all the time? No, I'm guilty of it too. You need to have an auto posting system that you can get these videos into your fan page. And that's part of ReachMulitply. Okay, so this is the strategy number 1. Take your fan page and make sure that you have a picture of a person looking back, if you can, if it makes sense to be in that fan page. Number 2, your Facebook profile picture up here, make it tell a story, and then just follow the dots here. Now, I've given everybody a worksheet, and it's basically the PDF of this PowerPoint, so you can kind of follow and make sure that you have this set up. Okay, so let's go on to the next slide. This is one of my favorite quotes from Ray Kroc. If you work just for money, you'll never make it. But if you love what you're doing, success will be yours. Now, guys, I know I've got Michael on the line, and I've got several people on the line that are product creators. If you create your own product and you stand behind it and you're on Facebook all the time and you're talking about it, you love what you're doing. I like doing internet marketing. I love doing video marketing, and I love doing Facebook marketing. And Facebook marketing is a different beast because you have to entertain. You have to tell a story. And if you're on Facebook a lot and you like doing that, this is a perfect medium for you. Okay, number 2, our simple strategy here. A simple way to get retargeting and opt-ins is picture polling. Now, this was actually a GIF, and for some reason it's not working, but these are some picture polls, and I'm going to go in, I'm going to show you what picture polls are. How many people, give me a 1 if you've heard of Mints app or Motion app? Excellent. Got a lot of 1s coming in here. Well, you can do either of these polls. In fact, I think this is Anthony's and this is mine. They're both done with Motion app, and Mints app I think does almost the same thing as Motion app. But these are picture polls, and I'm going to go in. I'm going to show you exactly what they do. But this is a simple way to get people out of Facebook. But the cool thing with using these simple little polls is they look like videos. There'll be a play button right here, and it looks like a video. So it's kind of teasing everybody. This is the number 1 button clicked in Facebook or on YouTube is the play button. So people are used to clicking it, and it's almost like a magnet to your cursor. And people do click that button, and they'll go through the picture poll. Now, the cool thing about using picture polling, especially Motion app, inside of Facebook is you can keep them inside of Facebook, and when you're ready to pull them out, you pull them out of the page. you can do 2 or 3 of these picture polls, and then the 4th poll actually takes them to a call to action. So let's take a look at some of these. So I'm going to demonstrate a couple of these for you. And let me make sure I'm on the right page here. Okay. Now, instead of giving you all my niches, I have a testing page that I play around with. In fact, you just saw that when I'm going to show you what it looks like here. Now, this is not a webinar to teach you how to do these picture polls. I just want to show you this is an easy way to get people out of Facebook. So they would go in here, and you notice I'm still inside of Facebook. Let's say I like to do affiliate marketing. Okay, best referral source, Facebook friends or word of mouth? Well, of course, Facebook friends. Best day of the week for marketing? Let's go with Monday. Want to learn how to make money this way? Well, yes, of course. Okay, now what I just did, I'm going to pause this video when it starts here. I just sent I sent people straight to a ClickBank product with my affiliate link in there. And let's hop out of that. I don't want that to start playing. So anyway, this is a ClickBank product, and I've made it probably $100 or $200 off this. But let's see how much it is. I'll just go down to the bottom here and find a $47 per month, $97 one time. Now, they had a launch going on where it was like $197, but I think I made a couple $100 in the last 2 months just off of this, and it's a recurring. So I make a recurring income off that post right there. And you see how easy it was? It went 4 polls, and then boom, I took them straight into a ClickBank product. Now, you can do ClickBank, JVZoo, whatever you want to do, but this is the easiest way to get them out of Facebook. Now, combine that with a lot of viral posts, interesting posts that people want to read, videos they want to watch, and then you have a simple little picture poll in there. You get to retarget them. What you don't see is I also have a redirect in between Facebook and this passive income is I get the retargeting pixel. So anybody that clicks on it and goes all the way through is I get to retarget them or put them into a custom audience using somebody else's product. It's a pretty neat trick. I'll show you how to do that on our Perfect Buyer course, but again, this is not to teach the technique. It's just to show you this is a strategy. Now, I'm going to go into, this is Anthony's page, and here's a new one he did. Ready to watch 50 Shades Darker. And we'll say like. And do you know what you'll be wearing? Find out for a limited time. And he's running a Teespring campaign. Very, very, very smart idea to get people out of Facebook into a Teespring campaign. And it's a nice looking shirt there. So I'll close that. And if you wanted to see the one that I really liked was his Titanic. I don't know how far I have to go down on this. But he also has a Teespring campaign behind that. And Anthony has a lot of really well-written, interesting articles in here. I'm sure they're from Buffer or Q. They have nice pictures. He's got some nice comments, content marketing, talks about video marketing. So this is a very well done page. So again, he needs a money button here, and he needs some tab pages into a lead funnel. But outside that, this is a page that as you build your audience, and occasionally he's going to come in here and he can boost a post. So from his side is he can come over here and just boost this post. And the polls are great to boost posts on because they get a lot of interaction. So anyway, I just want to kind of show you what that looks like. And again, I go over and I'll look at best NFL player poll, best quarterback. And it's a chance to win a discount jersey. Let's say Tom Brady, definitely, after that comeback. Best running back. This is an old poll, so I'll just say Marshawn Lynch. Best receiver, of course, Des Bryant. Congrats, you picked up 10% off your order, so start shopping. And I send them to a special affiliate link into NFL Shop. So I make money if they buy shirts, hats, or whatever in here. And here's the 10% coupon. So I just want to show you that. That is a very powerful strategy to monetize your Facebook fan page. It works, guys. This is how I'm making money, is I'm using these simple little polls to pull people out. I love this quote by Albert Einstein. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Always question, always poll them. Now, number 3, this strategy is how you get people to like your page and continue to like your page and follow your page is you have to deliver consistently good content. And I put on here, if you're persistent, you will get it. If you're consistent, you will keep it. So always keep this in mind, is consistency in Facebook pays off. Now, here's something that Facebook has come out with. I've noticed it, and I know a lot of other friends of mine that are Facebook marketers have noticed it too, is they're starting to reward you on your fan pages with increased post coverage, meaning more people are going to get to see random posts from your fan page. When you have a regular posting schedule using their scheduling system, and let me repeat that, if you're using the Facebook scheduling system to post regular posts, they are going to reward you and spread those posts out to people that have never seen your Facebook fan page before. And you don't have to pay for it. And you have that post. The important thing is to deliver content that people would like or share. This is very, very important. If it's liked and shared and you have a regular schedule, you're gonna have a higher coverage rate than people that just occasionally get into a fan page and do a post. Okay, so you need to have viral and interesting content that gets liked, shared, and followed. This is a really big bullet point, guys. And you need a way to do this automatically. And I put in parentheses, but this is really important. It's got to be easy. If you can't automate it easily, you're not going to use it. So that's the way you get your consistency, is you've got to have a tool to automate it. Now, there are a lot of automation, content curation software out there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you 2 of my favorite posting automation tools, and that is Buffer. If you see, there's always a little symbol that I can share any image, I can share any post because I have Buffer installed. And I have the basic, or the pro account. It's not the business account, but I can have up to 100 posts scheduled in the future for up to 10 fan pages. And this is how I keep a lot of content. And I can do my personal timeline, I can do groups, and I can do fan pages. So I really do like Buffer. The business account, though, is like $97 a month. But you can go up to 1,000 scheduled posts, and I think you can do up to 100 groups. So check into Buffer. It's an automated system. Now, you have to have content that feeds into it. The beauty about Buffer is it integrates perfectly with Q. Q is it's hand-curated content suggestions for social media. You can go into Q, and I'm going to show you how to do this, but you can go into Q and select different topics. Like I have life hacks and SEO and videography. Those are my categories. And it pulls those automatically and drops them into Buffer and schedules them out. So I have different schedules for different Facebook pages, Twitter pages, even LinkedIn is in there. Okay, the second tool that we're going to talk about is ReachMultiply. Now, with Buffer, Q is feeding Buffer. So I really don't have a lot of input into the daily posts that are coming out on Buffer because they've already been scheduled a long time ago by Q. But they're in categories that I like, that are often very interesting. And now ReachMultiply, it allows you to hand pick and hand select articles and posts and videos. And so this is more surgical and this is more topical. So Q is going to give you the articles that are the most talked about articles, the viral content articles, and to put into Buffer. So you're going to get you're almost guaranteed to get some viral content and shares. And guys, I tell you, there's a lot of posts that you may have seen in VidPenguin or RSS Master or even on my personal timeline. I didn't do any work to get them there. But they get likes and shares, and that's the important thing, is they get commented on, they get shared, they get saved, and it does make it look like I'm on Facebook a lot. And I am, to a certain extent, on the on VidPenguin and RSS Master. But for the most of the posts are not my own. They were automated. I hope that doesn't disappoint anybody. There's a question, can you repeat the 3 categories you use with Q? I use life hacks, SEO, and I think it's called videography or photography, video photography. It's about making videos. And those are the, those are the topics I'm interested in. So whatever you're interested in, use your Buffer for it. Now Buffer has, it's kind of interesting. If you've got Browsio, I'm going to give you a black hat trick at the end. Somebody needs to ask me about Browsio and Buffer, and I'll tell you how to do it. Okay, now ReachMultiply, let's just go in and look at them real quick. So I'm going to hop over to, let's look at Buffer first. Now, these are all my accounts, and like I said, I've just got the pro account. So I've got a Facebook group. This is a Google page. This is my personal timeline. I got Twitter, a couple of Facebook pages, a Pinterest account. And really, guys, I'm going to go in and delete my Pinterest and Instagram. I've focused primarily on Facebook. I keep Twitter in here. This is my own personal Twitter timeline. And you can see I've got 89 posts scheduled. So let's look at them. So I've got one today, tomorrow, Monday. I think I go every day of the week except for the weekends. So I have a different schedule for my Twitter account than I do for my Facebook group. So on my Facebook group for VidPenguin, I go out Thursday the 16th, Thursday the 23rd. So I do one a week. So y'all you can kind of get an idea of what's coming up next. And these are, I think I even have motivational quotes in there also. So they're all coming from Q into Buffer. But here's the neat thing is you can look at your analytics. And I'm just going to pull up most popular, most likes. Okay, so January 26th, I had 8 awesome things you can do, Google my business. Now, what I've done is I can kind of test out, I'll look at this and then I'll go to my different groups and I'll look at this particular post on the different groups and I can tell what people are interested in based on what they're clicking in on my analytics inside of Buffer. Does this make sense? Give me a 1 if that made sense to you. Okay, good, good. So without y'all knowing it, if you're VidPenguin, if you've been clicking in this, I've actually been watching these analytics to see what you're most interested in, like top ways to rank higher on Google with SEO. You know, we're a video SEO company, so I would expect those to be the top analytics. And you can look at least popular, most comments, most clicks. And let's go over to the Google Plus page. I don't have a lot of followers on Google Plus, but let's look at Twitter. And let's look at most retweets. So I don't have a lot of retweets on my Twitter account, most likes. And this is the past 30 days, so you can kind of look at, you can change your schedule over here. Of course, they're always trying to upsell you. Begin free trial. It is kind of expensive on the business side, but if you have a lot of a lot of fan pages, this is a great way to fill those fan pages with viral content. And here's the schedule. So you can come in and decide what your schedule is just by highlighting what you want. Like if I want to remove Friday, if I want to add Friday back in there, Saturday. And I can add different posting times. So on Twitter, if I want to go out more often, I'm going to add another posting time. And here's a cool tool on Buffer, is you can click here and it will, based on people going into Twitter, it will find your optimal timing. So it will decide what the optimal timing is. So this is just it's a great product to fill up 10 fan pages. Okay. Now, Q is, I have, here's my active profiles. Let's go over here. Let's look at, I think this is it here. Here's all my profiles here. But if I just go into this one here, VidPenguin on Google+, here's my selected categories. So with these guys here, these are the categories, and they just randomly mix them in there. So brain health, filmmaking, that's what I was trying to think. Artificial intelligence, life hacks, quotes, wearable tech. These are the stuff that gets shared and liked. Yeah, if you have different niches, what I use Buffer for, I have different niches on these, but these are stuff that people, whether they're plumbers or whether they're roofers or whether they're video marketers, people like life hacks, artificial intelligence, SEO. Well, not necessarily SEO, but brain health. I'm looking for a certain clientele, okay? I'm looking for a clientele that's like me, that likes stuff like me. And that way, even if I'm talking about an automobile niche, I'm talking about a roofing niche, or whatever niche I'm talking about, I'm going to find people that are like me. I can write ads and post that I like, and I'm not writing to people if they're following my fan pages. So they could, you know, this right here probably meets up with my demographic, which would be 25 to 60, predominantly male, and predominantly entrepreneurial or engineering or technical. So that's the niche, or that's the demographic that I would write to in my blog post, because they're following these fan pages because I have articles from these content categories. So I hope that makes sense. Is you can use Buffer to specify certain niches that are like medical. If you have a medical fan page, you can do just the medical category for that one particular fan page. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put content in there that will attract my ideal customer, a customer that I can write to, that I can relate to. Okay? So let's go into the other one. So we looked at queue and buffer, and they're used together. Now ReachMultiply. When you get ReachMultiply and you install it, you're going to go into your settings, and you'll configure, you'll put in the, I can't remember exactly, you'll go into your settings over here, and you're going to put in your Facebook content, your default fan page, your time zone, and your YouTube channels. Guys, we talked about you want to make sure your videos are always posted. Just put your channel in here. I'll put, if there's some channels in here that I believe are life hack channels, and there's a TMZ channel in here, so I can get some of my gossip news. Put your email in there, and email notifications when campaigns ends, or when notify when campaign has no content. So this is kind of how you set it all up. And the first tab here is it shows all your fan pages. Now it's going to list the fan pages that you're an owner, that you created the fan page, or that you have been set as an admin on the fan page. So if you have a client that's going to make you an admin on their fan page, first off you have to like their fan page, and then they have to go into their fan page and make you an admin. And then that will put it into your realm of marketing here. So let's go back, and we'll go back to Racer's workout right here. Right now I have 3,913 fans. I think I added three to four fans today just on content that I have. 7 people are talking about this. So it means that I've got 7 people that are in sharing, liking, or are saving in the most within the last couple of days. So this is what I'm really looking at here. Now let's look at the campaign itself. Now before I do that, I'm going to hop over to Racer's workout so we can look at that together. Okay. Now I'm logged in with one of my Minion accounts. It looks like a little Elvis there. And this is the page itself. And again, you saw everything here. Now this is going to take you to my money page. And Helmet Talks, I want to show you what that looks like. And this is from lead pages. It inserts a sales page or a lead page capture right in the middle of your tab sheets. So what this is a series of motivational talks that Russ Bohatti did. And you click here, and there's an opt-in that pops up, enter your email, and then download the video series. So you can actually watch the videos inside of Facebook, which that's cool because it never takes them out. There's nobody sitting in there going, I don't want to go into this site I don't even know anything about. Okay, so this is what this page looks like. I've monetized it correctly, and let's go back to the home. I've got videos in here. And guys that like sprint cars, they like to see the finishes, and they like to see crashes. And there's some motivational stuff in here, our thought of the day. And this is one of the I may be old and bold, but I'm here to tell you. So these, if you ever want to just have some fun, just go and watch some of my videos that I posted in there. We have a lot of outtakes that we did when Russ was doing the video training, and I just tossed the outtakes in here. And he's a funny character, and his personality helps sell this course. So again, this is set up, I believe, correctly to monetize. And I have sales that just keep on happening. And this is pinned right at the top, and I have a post in here. Please like and share our page if you love racing. And this is you can't tell right here where it came from. This is actually a ReachMultiply right here. And by them using an API to drop it into Facebook's scheduling system, Facebook sees it as me, or as Russ Bohatti. And here's the YouTube. Here's some a post in here. Here's a quote. So all this stuff was dropped in the last couple days with ReachMultiply. And then prior to that, last time I even updated anything was March 31st. So there's been a gap in here. And I've noticed it a little bit because all my sales kind of slowed down a little bit on Racer's Workout. So I need to have a regular, consistent posting schedule. But as you can see, there's a lot of videos about racing sprint cars. And that's what he trains. He trains sprint car racers. Okay. So this is what a fan page looks like, and by putting consistent content that people are interested in. You want pictures, you want videos, and you want quotes in there. And for some reason that YouTube is not showing. So let's see how we do this. Okay. There's some great training on how to do it inside of ReachMultiply, but before you even go there, let's see if you even want to do this. You click on campaigns, and they have the campaigns that you can do are images, videos, links, and text. And if you get the first upsell, you can do custom content, which is link, text, and images. So you just decide on what your campaign is going to be, and I'm going to come in here and call it New Racing Campaign. And I'll just copy it to the description. And let's make it a video campaign. Start date, just click on it, start it. Now these are every single day, so let's just go out to the 28th. Posting time, I'll put in here military time, and it's okay. So now I have a new video campaign. It's going to come out at 3 p.m. my time. So now I'm going to come up here to videos. And I'm going to add some videos in my video campaign I just created. So, new racing campaign. Search YouTube. What did we talk about? Sprint. Well, I already have some sprint car crashes. Let's talk about let's see if we can find anything like that inside of Google or inside of YouTube. Okay, looks like it popped out of that for some reason. Let's try something else here. Let's just type in NASCAR. Oop. For some reason that link's not working. So let's try the other link here. Okay, I'm gonna remember all the channels I've preloaded. So here's some videos, and these are just workout videos. So I'm going to add that video. I'm going to add that one, add that one, add that one, that one, that one, and a car wreck. Okay, so I have 6 videos selected, so I just hit video selected here. Oops, for some reason it's popping out of that. Oh, let me just. I think it's running slow because I've got a recording going on and a webinar. There we go. Okay, so here's what it's scheduled. 2:10 at 3 p.m., 2:11, 2:12, 2:13, 2:14. and it goes up to 215. And if you want to add a comment, and he was talking about supplements there. And what I'm doing is I'm writing comments, and I'm actually talking to the customer that's looking at it on the fan page. So I'm going to add a comment. What do you like about racing? So there will be a video about race car driver fitness routines, but what do you like about racing? So this question is more to try to get comments coming in. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of pandering to the audience and asking them questions. Now, all you do to get it working is hit submit. And it's adding the videos to the Facebook schedule right now. Okay, so just added them in there. I don't know what that yellow is. Oh, previous content. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'll just show you that they added into the schedule. I'm going to come over to, before I hop out of there, let me show you what just happened on the campaign over here, or on the calendar. The calendar will show you everything that's going on. So I have a, on Friday, I've got one at 8:51, I got a 9:45, I got 11:53, I've got a 2 p.m. and a 3 p.m. So you can see this calendar. This is kind of neat because you can kind of ideally look at what's coming up. And if you see something you really don't like in there, let's say this image right here, you can check it out yourself. Oop, that's probably not the one. So this is kind of neat. You get to see the schedule, and this is kind of what I like about it. Now, I'm going to hop over to Facebook's page real quick for this. And actually, I'm logged in somewhere different on that one, so I'm going to just type in Racers Workout here. And if it's a fan page, go up to your business manager, and you can actually see the scheduled posts that are going to go out. Go to Publishing Tools. And scheduled post. So these are all the scheduled posts ready to go out. And if there's one in here you see you just don't really care about, this is something about Dirty Dancing, I guess. So I'm just going to come up here and delete it. And I want to show you something that is kind of neat that Facebook just recently added, is a backdate feature. If you want this to go in, and let's just say that we want it to go in 2017, January, you can backdate a post in there. Very, very cool little trick. I just actually learned that yesterday, is you can backdate post in there. So this is a great way to pull in post that you can see I've got a full schedule on this. I've actually got 70 scheduled posts for this Racers Workout. So let's go back in here and let's look at another way of doing it. Now, guys, if you got RSS Matcher, let me show you a trick here. Guess what we got is RSS feeds. you can add an RSS masher feed to pull content from. So what you would do is you would add the RSS feed here, select the page that you want it to go with, and let's go down to Racer's Workout, select the folder, and then give it a name, and then paste the URL in there. And that's how easy it is to add an RSS masher feed. But let's look, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull one. I was testing it, RSS masher feeds, inspirational quotes. Okay, so you got, this is an RSS masher feed that I was actually showing you yesterday on a video of how to use RSS Feed Finder to create an inspirational quote feed. And this is exactly what I was using it for. Now there's some signs in here that have nothing to do with racing or workouts or anything. So I'm going to just scroll down here, just to show you how to do it here, how to deal with. I may have to adjust my RSS masher feed. Okay, to add it, you just add the link. Yeah, I don't have a lot of really good quotes or feeds in here for race car drivers. It seems to be more gossip column stuff. Anyway, basically, you would just click here. And if you want to see it, you could just open it up like that. And it would bring up the HubSpot and the actual post itself. So you can see what it's about before you actually post it in there. Now, guys, see this, these are our money hooks here. The money hooks are not going to transfer. What transfers is this link right here will transfer, and it goes out and it pulls that post information whenever you actually schedule it. So this information is actually being pulled from the post. So this is what you're going to see. You're going to see a title, you're going to see a description, and you're going to see an image. It comes straight from this link. It's not doing this, it's just coming from the link. So you don't get the money hooks inside of it doing it this way, but you do get to use the content in that feed to create a post inside of your Facebook fan page. Here's some quotes, inspiration. We'll do this one right here. So now we got 3 links. Go back up to the top. Select the campaign. Okay. And submit to Facebook. Okay. So what I did was I used RSS Masher to find some good RSS feed links to feed my post. Was that cool or what? Yes. Goodreads, if you ever want some really great quotes, in fact, I'm going to copy that one if I can here. Goodreads has the best quotes that you could possibly find. So if you want to put quotes in there, go to Goodreads and type goodreads.com/quotes. So let me show you also, this is the other cool trick. So I'm just going to copy it, come over here to ReachMultiply. Now I have text. If you want to just add some text in there, boom. Select the campaign, quotes to race, add content. Oops. Go backwards here. Okay, and let's come over here and grab some more. So I'm just adding quotes very easily in here. Oops. I love that quote there. And boom, add content. Okay, and so to get your text in there, you just hit submit. So what I just did was I just posted 3 days of quotes, and it took less than 20 seconds to do. Okay, great question. Can you do it from your own WordPress site? Absolutely. What you would do is come into links, and you would add the link source Google. You can either do search Google or RSS feed, but what I would do is I would make an RSS feed with your WordPress site. Your WordPress site has an RSS feed, and you could go straight from your WordPress site. You don't even have to go through RSS Masher. And then you would click on that, add your RSS feed here, which let's just do that so everybody sees how to do it. I'm going to do rssmasher.com/feed. Oops. Well, let's somebody give me a feed of your own WordPress site. For some reason, my feed is not working there. Let me try VidPenguin. And take out feed. Okay, there's feed right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that feed, come back over here, ReachMultiply, and I'm going to add an RSS feed. But before I do that, I'm going to add a folder. The page is going to be my VidPenguin. Now this is my VidPenguin fan page. So now I have a folder to put it in. And I'm going to hit add RSS feed. Put it in VidPenguin. Select the folder. Name. Okay. Now let's say that I wanted, for some reason, to use VidPenguin feeds. I'll do inspirational. Come over here to fan pages, come down to VidPenguin. And I could just add links. Come in here, and boom. I just took 4 of my WordPress posts and popped them into Racer's Workout. Now, I don't really want VidPenguin feeds to be in Racer's Workout, but that's how easy it is to put your post in there. You're selecting each post, and at the time when you select it, you have an opportunity to put in content. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so that was text. We did text. We did videos. Let's look at images. Now, here's the cool thing about images. You can find some great Tumblr quotes. I love going to Tumblr for quotes. Oh, for some reason, that's not working right now. Let's come back in here to images. Tumblr. Okay. You got to make sure you select the campaign. And you just hit add to selection, add to selection. Okay, So I just added 3 more images, and then I hit submit to Facebook. So that's how you do Tumblr. But Images also has a really neat feature, is you can upload your own images. So if you have some images that you want to put in there, or if you want to do a GIF search and put some GIF images in there, trending GIF images, this is kind of cool too. And again, you have to tell it what campaign to go to. And that's kind of a cool one. And of course, John Travolta. So we got a couple more. Click on that and submit. Now, again, if I'm going to come back and delete some of these because I don't have comments down in here, but I'm trying to put comments in with all these too. Okay, so it's trying to schedule them out with me here. In fact, I'm going to just hit refresh selection. You can kind of see how it's done, but here's the cool thing too, is they have an image editor, and I think you get this on the front end package, and you choose what campaign. But you can add text, add images, image backgrounds. Let's put a background here. That's what it looks like. So that looked like a good one. There we go. Okay, now here's the cool thing. If you want to add text and you don't have anything to say, you can insert your own quote. Let's talk about work. So let's talk about racing. Well, it's not pulling up any good ones right now. Let's talk about inspiration. For some reason, those are not working, but I don't know what I did wrong. But anyway, you can pull up insert quote, insert fact, and it has a small list that you can actually pull from. Again, to put in your own quote, you just would type in your own quote here. Oops. Let's just delete that, and I'll go over here to Goodreads, and let's pull one. Come back over here, pop it in there, insert text, and it comes out like that. So what I want to do is kind of just use the tabs to get it to fit better. Come over here, probably can. I don't make this very easy, I don't think. Again, you probably could come in here and put your own spaces in there. I'm not doing this justice, I don't think. Okay. Now let's insert text. There we go. Get rid of that one. Move that over and out. Get this one. And there we go. Anyway, y'all get the basic point. I'm not the best here. Usually what I would do is I'd make my own image inside of Fireworks or Usign and then pull it in. And again, you can put your backgrounds. Let's see. There we go. So that's how you would do it, and then save image to campaign, created successfully, or you can actually download it if you want to. So again, you can come over here and hit submit to Facebook, and there we go. So that's kind of how easy it is to do that. Now, we talked about links, we talked about text, we talked about video, and we talked about images. Now, custom content, what it allows you to do is mix them all together. You can upload images, enter link, enter text. If you don't get that first upsell, you're not going to get that. Guys, I wouldn't use this. I would just make my own set of text, a text campaign, a link campaign, or an image campaign, or a video campaign. So you can come in and see your campaigns with just Racer's workout. I've got a custom, a text, a link, video. Now, let's talk about this over here. This gives you the time, total number of posts that have been made is 1, percent completion. So the green is how much has been completed. The red is you don't have enough posts in here. The yellow are posts. So what this is telling me right here, to go from 2.7 to 4.30, I need to put more videos in here. I need to fill up this bar right here. Kind of, y'all see how this kind of works in here? I don't have hardly anything in my custom quotes. So really what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete that one. And it will go in and fix it on your Facebook schedule also. So I hope that makes sense. Yep. Okay, so I've kind of just showed you this is how you do it. This is how you build your campaigns. And the beauty about this is it doesn't take long to do campaigns for any of these guys. This is garage sale marketing. This is a course I did, let's say 3 years ago, about, and it's just a marketing course about doing garage sales and how to do your signage and how to do, how to find the right products for it. And I sell 2 or 3 of these a month, and it's all straight out of Facebook. And I have less than 1,000 fans in there. I hardly do any boost post at all with it, but it's just natural traffic that I get. So, you know, keep in mind when you're doing this, let's go back to the 3 strategies that we talked about. And I like this quote. This is on Vince Lombardi. Winning is not a sometime thing, it's an all-time thing. You don't do things right once in a while, you do them right all the time. And what I put this in there is they don't have to be perfect, but you have to be consistent with Facebook to make this thing work for you. Okay, so the automation links we discussed are ReachMultiply, which you can get with vidpenguin.com/ReachMultiply, and then Buffer and Q. And Buffer is https buffer.com and www.q, and that's 3 U's there. Okay, I've talked for an hour and 15 minutes, and I wanted to try to keep it really simple with just 3 simple strategies, and I didn't want to make it into a full-blown course. I hope all these strategies help, and I want you to download the handout, and that way you can kind of go back and look at what we talked about today. Do I have any questions that I can kind of answer? Okay, there's a great question from Anthony about a footprint. Facebook, when you go through their API and you schedule, you don't have a footprint. If you notice a footprint, it's coming from a specific company. Buffer sometimes puts footprints because it will say published by Buffer. But Facebook is not one that is going to, these paid sites like Buffer, they're not going to penalize you for that. This is content, valued content that they want in Facebook. Just like Google, or just like YouTube wants videos, Facebook wants content. So you're not being penalized on that. When we have talked about footprints, is we've talked about private blogger networks being real thin sites, and you putting stuff in straight from your WordPress site that has been tagged by Google as being spammy. You know, watch out for stuff like that. But if you're coming through Buffer, you're coming through Hootsuite, HubSpot, any of these content curation sources, you're not going to be penalized on Facebook. Facebook wants your content. I hope this makes sense. Okay, I talked about. I'll keep the recording on, guys. This is funny. Buffer has a free version. Okay, you only get one account with it. Now, if you're using Browsio, you can log into your free version of Buffer through each of your profiles. So each profile would have its own little tab set for Buffer. So like, I don't want to bring up my Browsio and kind of confuse some people that don't have Browsio, but with each profile, you would just go in through your Chrome or your Firefox browser window and register for Buffer using the username and email that is associated with that profile. Then you would set up, if you wanted, Q doesn't have a free source, but Buffer has some other content curation sources that I think are free. So you could actually use, you could have a free account on every one of those sites. Now, if you're like me, this is totally allowed by Facebook. Go in and like your Minion accounts fan pages. So Damon Nelson would go in and like Minion number 1's Facebook fan page. And then Minion number 1 would go into Facebook through Browsio, and they would make me the admin. So everybody follow me so far? Then when I go to ReachMultiply and I resync my Facebook, it's actually going to pull in that Minion 1 Facebook fan page into my ReachMultiply because I'm an admin. Facebook allows you to be an admin on other people's accounts, so you're not getting penalized. So manage it all from your own personal account. Don't worry. This is the way I would do it with ReachMultiply. You can do up to 45 accounts, I think, if you get the pro version. Somebody may correct me on that. But you can do unlimited posts. But you could do up to 45, I think I saw that, 45 fan pages. So you could have 30 of them being your Minion fan pages. Now, how the Minions benefit from it is their fan page is getting regular content being posted that you set up in an afternoon, and now they can go in and do these money posts, these seeded posts that we talked about early on in the webinar. So that's it's use your Minions to do your money posting, if that makes sense. Give me a 1 if all that makes sense to you. Okay, starting to see a lot of 1s come in. Okay, to get the handout, you would go in, there's a tab called Handouts, and it's inside of Handouts. Hopefully you can get it there. Okay, how do you boost a post on your Minion account without a credit card? What I would do is, if you're an admin on the fan page, you can add it to your business management account. And that's where I would add it, on my business management account. So I would actually manage my Minions fan pages if I want to do boost post. There's a question, what is a dark post? That's Chris Record had several courses about dark posts. Dark posts, it's interesting, is they're actual paid post ads, but they don't actually show up on your fan page. You need a fan page to post them, to assign them to that account, but they don't actually show up in the Facebook fan page. It's a very unique concept, and this is not a webinar for it, but if you're interested, just look up Dark Post Ads by Chris Record. I think he has a full-blown course on it. Scott has a question. If we were working on 6 images and needing 6 text entries, what software could I use to get me a new spin of my generic description? A spin copy paste. I'm not sure, Scott. I'm still old school. Is if I'm doing text on an image, I'll spin it 6 ways, save it as 6 different images. That's why I have YouTube, and why I also have Fireworks I use all the time and with everything. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Paul asked a question. He bought Elite and Maximizer. I think when you get Elite, you get everything you need with the Elite version. I think you don't need the agency. The agency is good if you have more than 45 fan pages that you want to manage, because I think it goes up to either 100 or 1,000. Hope that helps. Oop. Okay, somebody tell me the PDF won't. Let me see if I can fix the PDF real quick. I'm just going to export. Okay. So I know it's there. Let me see if I can get it back to you there. Okay, it should be 3strategies.pdf. I don't think there's a space in there. Hopefully that works. Somebody try downloading that and just make sure it works for us here. And let's see. Okay, works on Mac, works on PC. Sounds good. Okay. Can you do the same content campaigns, maybe randomize the sequence for multiple pages? Absolutely. Scott, that's a great idea. Is when you're inside of ReachMultiply, you could start these campaigns. You could do a campaign, and the only thing is, it's on ReachMultiply. They're going to do them daily. Okay? But when you create a new campaign, let's see, test. Let's say we're going to do a new video campaign. You can give it a completely new start date. Let's say I want to do April to May 31st. And create campaign. So I could go into this new campaign called Test and add up and load up the same videos if I wanted. Now, in a timeline, if you're doing a bunch of daily posts to your fan page, here's the trick, guys. Nobody's going to go down to, 3 or 4 months ago, so you can repeat all the same videos. I've done this a whole bunch of times. People are going to maybe scroll down 2 or 3 pages at the most, but if you're posting daily, pull something, pull all your videos that you want from a year ago. And the good thing is if you get your settings, add all your YouTube channels right here, and then hit Save My Channels, and then put in ones that you like. You can put in TMZ. They don't have to be your channels. I love this little feature right here, is because I can selectively, if I'm working on a niche, I can have niche video channels in here, like how to do video SEO could be in one of the channels in here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the recording. I think I got all the questions answered. Everybody's got their PDF. Please grab it now before we end the webinar. And let's see. And be sure to go to the, do me a favor, be sure to go to the Facebook groups that you came in on. And post if you like this webinar. That helps me know whether or not it was a good webinar or not. It helps other people that didn't show up know if it's good or not. Can you review why when you use Buffer unless it's in the PDF? Scott, here's what I use with Buffer, is I fill up Buffer, and I set it on certain schedules, and each of my accounts are on different time schedules. They go off at different times. Like this Facebook is 12:30 on Fridays. This Facebook group is Thursday at 4:13. And what I'll do is Q is feeding all these. So I'll go in and delete a few of them in the mix itself, like right here, content. I'll come up here and you can shuffle them around if you want to do that. You can just do a random shuffle if you wanted. Let's do this, my Facebook group here. I'm going to hit this, and it's going to take all 100, I think I had 92 posts in there or something like that, and it completely shuffled them up, all random. So that's, I love Buffer, but Buffer is posting stuff that I don't really have any control about. I mean, the only control I have is I can come in here and say, delete, and it just moves the next one up. So that's, and I could come in here, I think I can come in here and add comments if I wanted to. Yeah. But again, I'm lazy, and if you remember early on, I'm a lazy marketer, so I don't do anything with this buffers. I just let it run, and hopefully I get good content out of it. Okay, so I am going to end the webinar here, and thanks guys for hanging on, and sorry it went, to show you 3 simple things took an hour and a half to do. I'll talk to you on the next video. Talk soon. Bye-bye.